Hello, I'm Bert, and that's my lovely wife, Becca, and we're workingwithbert.com. Today's another great free training that I want to help you out with. And today, we're going to be talking about branding. At some point in time in your internet marketing career, you might want to have your own logo. You might want to begin branding yourself. Well, as you can see, this is our logo. And so everything that you get from us has the logo somewhere because we want to brand ourselves. At some point in time, you may want to do the same, and we're going to show you some real easy tips on how you can brand your website. Okay, so let's take a quick look at that now. Bluehost has a logo, and as you can see, this is their logo. And as you can see, right up here in the tab, they have their logo, and in the address bar, they have their logo. This is commonly called the Favicon. Now, if you host any domains or any websites at Bluehost, then you'll notice that this Favicon is automatically on every domain you have. And, you know, you may not like it, or maybe you do like it, but you may want to put your own Favicon or own logo. And if you move away from Bluehost and go to another provider, guess what? The Favicon follows you along. So how do you get rid of it? Today I'm going to show you. Okay, so let's take a look. For example, over here, this is workingwithbert.com, and here's our Favicon. I wanted my own logo in here so I can brand myself. And of course, my Favicon looks quite a bit like my logo. So let's take a look at another example here. Here's Bert's demo site. Well, our demo site, of course, and as you can see, there's a Favicon up here that looks like a kitty cat. Well, how do you create a Favicon, and how do you make your own Favicon? Well, there's one of two ways to do that, and it's real easy, so I'm going to show you. Well, number one, you can just simply upload a plugin. And you know, it's really nice with WordPress because there's lots and lots of plugins, but unfortunately you have tons of plugins, and what happens is sometimes plugins conflict with one another, or WordPress upgrades and then the plugin doesn't upgrade and it breaks and it doesn't work, but most of the time they do upgrade. So I'll show you one way, and one way is to install a new plugin. So we go to the plugins page and I hit add new. In the search box, I'm going to type in Favicon. When my search comes up, the first one is Multicons. And there's a lot of different kind up here, but this is the one that I've used in the past. So let's install. Of course, we need to activate. And once we activate, then in the settings tab down here, then we can scroll down and there's the Multicons. So we can check the settings. Over here it's real easy because it says what URL do you want for your Favicon. So in other words, you need to upload an image in two places here so that your Favicon will show up. So I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? First off, you want to find an image or a logo that you want to brand yourself with. Let's take a look at this image. This image, as you can see, is a 243 by 300 image. Way too big. Most of your Favicons need to be somewhere in the range of 16 pixels to no greater than 30 or 32 pixels. So let me show you. I'm going to open this up with my favorite image editor. My favorite is, well, Snagit Editor. It's real easy to use and it's cheap too. So I open up my image, and then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to just resize my image. I want to resize this by pixels. And I want it to be, well, how about 30? Alright, so we've got a 24 by 30 image. That looks good. Now I'm going to close that, and I need to save this, but I need to save it as a not a PNG or a JPEG. It needs to be saved as an ICO, a Windows icon, okay? And then I'm going to save it onto my desktop here. Now I can close this out. Now here's my new Favicon. And as you can see, when I hover it over, it's an icon, okay? And the dimensions are 24 by 30. But something that's extremely important, you need to label this as a Favicon. So there we go. We've now got it saved as a Favicon. Alright, so now we're back to our website. Now that we have an image resized and saved as a .ico, we need to upload it into our media library. Now that we have it uploaded and it's saved as a favicon.ico, then I need to just come over here and grab the URL. Once I have the URL, then I can come back down to my multicons. And my multicons, then I can add that URL. And I need to add it both right here and in the dashboard, Favicon URL. So there it is, saved in both places. I come down here, I hit Save Changes. My options are saved. And take a look up here. It's as simple as that. Look at our new Favicon. Well, let's go and take a look at the actual demo site. Take a look. We now have our Favicon, our logo here. We have it in the address bar. And that's how easy it is to do it with a plugin. But keep in mind, remember, the more plugins you have, the more aggravation and the more headaches you have, because before you know it, plugins begin to conflict with one another. Or maybe the plugin doesn't get upgraded. So I'm going to show you in the next video how you can do it without a plugin. So until then, I'll see you in the next video.